Hi everyone, how are you guys all doing? This is Cindy. Let's talk about Suzanne Morphew. I don't know if you guys are aware, but this is Tyson Draper of Draper Brothers on YouTube. And last May or June, he went to Salida to try to investigate what happened to Suzanne Morphew. And who does he run into but Barry Morphew? I'll put the link down below for Tyson's video, but basically Barry said a couple of different theories. He had the cougar theory, bobcat, mountain lion. The first night there was a mountain lion. The officer seen it walk by the car, so we thought maybe she got attacked by a lion. Cats, they drag their prey up the mountain and kind of rambled off, and then he said, we can't find signs for the cat, but we got rain and it could have washed away signs. Number two, there was the bike accident theory. We thought maybe she wrecked coming down this hill. A car coming around the corner fast. Maybe was disoriented and got in the river. So Andy had gone there on May 12th, and he looked over that bridge, and he said Suzanne's bike was found down there, but there was no blood evidence, trail, anything to even look like there was an accident. Barry had the stranger abduction theory. Maybe she was abducted right here, he said. And then the acquaintance abduction theory, maybe she knew who it was. So Suzanne's brother said, on Saturday night she was seen in town with Barry getting a sandwich. At midnight, someone used her Facebook and friended all these guys my age. And to me, somebody was trying to create an alibi. They tried to make it look as though Suzanne met a stranger online and then possibly went to go meet for coffee or whatever, and then she vanished. Hence the stranger abduction theory. He's done a lot of things that are odd, like refusing polygraph, refusing the voice analysis, and refusing to help Andy try to find his sister. Barry told Lauren from Fox, I will help because Andy is doing this. But what he said was, Andy is doing this for a publicity stunt, but he will help. He told Tyson Draper they found an article going west, and it was an article belonging to Suzanne, but the police don't say what it is. It's a personal item belonging to Suzanne Morphew. According to CBS, during the search just west of County Road 225 and Highway 50, the area is west of Maysville, 20 miles from Salida. So I think that would be that Poncha Springs. Suzanne's brother said he saw her at 5 a.m. and he didn't. And the GPS, EVI in his truck didn't match. And there was testimony from an employee that he was rambling down the road, texting people at 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to get them to go to Broomfield. Andy was asked, do you think her husband did this? Yeah, I do, actually. Well, let me just say this. She's hidden way too well. Her bicycle was planted there. She was never on it. I think she was abducted. And in this case, murdered. Based on behaviors and things that have happened. So I think whoever did this is a tad bit jealous. An extremely angry person. Extremely diabolical person. Only someone close to Suzanne would have access to her Facebook account. So, the offender and crime scene dichotomy says, organized crimes are premeditated and carefully planned. Little evidence is normally found at the scene of an organized crime. They're often antisocial and maybe psychotic. Organized killers know right from wrong. They're not insane. And they show no remorse. And they can be charming, but they're psychotic. They're often married. They're very difficult to apprehend because they leave behind hardly any evidence. They go to great lengths to cover their tracks. And the FBI claims there are typically 3 separate crime scenes. 1, where the victim was approached. 2, where the victim was killed. And 3, where the victim's body was disposed of. The guys from Profiling Evil pointed out, he says we a lot. We've had a lot of media attention. We've searched. It's never hurt to retrace searches. We searched a 200-mile radius. We've covered it. So I don't know if you guys remember when Barry came out with this lame "Oh Suzanne" video. And probably a lot of you don't even realize there's an old song called "Oh Susanna." But that's what that reminded me of. He said, "We'll do whatever it takes to get you back. We love you. We miss you. Everything is we. The girls need you." But he doesn't. No questions asked. However much they want. I will do whatever it takes to get you back. And so, while he's talking, he's shaking his head, "No. I want you back so bad." So, I did see an analysis by Susan Constantine. She's a body language expert. To begin with, he says, "Oh, Suzanne." When someone says, "oh," there's usually a strong emotion. Maybe there's some sympathy behind it. But "oh, Suzanne" is an odd way to open up with. Then he uses the word "if," like it's a question mark. If you can find her. If she is out there. Barry says if anyone has you, and there's a really long pause, or just enough for her to say he is gathering his thoughts because he's trying to come up with a different story from what he knows. She calls it a brain mishap. And he seems to appear like he's holding back information. Flat doesn't feel like he's missing his wife. Then he pauses a second time. He says, "We love you, we miss you." And then he pauses again. Then he pauses, no questions asked. She said, "I thought it was an odd statement right in the middle of it. Like it was embedded in there for a particular reason. When there's something out of place, I pay particular attention to it,